Holy shit. It's been like 2.5 months since I made a video. I mean, if you couldn't tell, Princeton's kind of been kicking my ass this semester. And now that it's like a little bit past New Year's, I thought like, okay, what better time is there to reflect a bit on my semester and set a little bit of goals for next semester. And when I say reflect, I think the biggest question I have is like, what went wrong this semester and why did it feel like such a shit show? To answer this question, I don't really know where to begin. Because freshman year, things were pretty good. I had good grades, I had amazing friends, I went out a lot, and you know, first year in college, I felt kind of on top of the world. And then summer hit. I think summer's when things kind of started to fall apart. Honestly, I'm not really sure why it happened, but I kind of felt alone. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be normal, but for me, it still felt really weird. You know, like at school, every day I'd see my friends like almost all my waking hours, and then at home, like, didn't. Yeah, like we text each other, we'd send each other snaps and whatever, we call sometimes. I'd visit my friends in New Jersey, New York, some of them came down to visit me. But overall, it just felt kind of really different. You know, I wasn't really in the Princeton mindset. And so kind of because of that, I just felt kind of really disconnected from the idea of Princeton or college. But you know, that was summer. And so like, I was still really excited to go back to school and all the possibilities it brought. You know, as excited as I was, things weren't really the same. I think maybe I was naively expecting a repeat of freshman year, but everything had changed. You know, classes were harder, social groups were different, study habits didn't work anymore, and I just felt like I had to like reestablish everything. All of my freshman friends had new social circles that they spent most of their time with, and I spent more time with Opus in turn, and so it just kind of felt like we didn't really get the chance to see each other anymore. So with my friendships changing, the classes getting harder, and of course the shitty New Jersey weather, things just like felt kind of really bad. But as much as I've been complaining, it's not like everything was bad this semester. I had a lot of fun. I went out to frosh week parties, which ironically means that freshmen aren't allowed at the parties. I went to New York City with Opus. I dressed appropriately for the Boxers and Blazers theme party. I co-planned Opus initiations. And all of these were kind of just within the first month or so. Even when certain things weren't going the best, there were always a lot of other small things that brought me joy. Our friend Alan cooked us food at his apartment. I played a shit ton of pool, had some stupid chamber rehearsals, and I watched my favorite concert pianist, Richard Jerry. Performed with POO, the University Orchestra, did a couple orco labs. Funnily enough, or maybe not, one of my best memories was actually not at Princeton. I had a hell of a good time at Stanford for my fall break, made a bunch of new friends, and was happy to escape the cold, rainy weather of Princeton. Came back to Princeton just in time for Hollow Weekend. Obviously, apple picking and pumpkin patching was a must-do, so I went with Opus and I had a blast. And as typical college students do, we had Hollow Weekend parties, which was definitely my favorite night of the year. But don't worry, college students have fun without alcohol too. I cheered for my friends in their a cappella shows, swept around in the Lewis Center for the Arts while studying. I went to New York City. And went to New York City. And went to New York City. Definitely one of the highlights was our Opus concert in December. So really, I asked myself, what went wrong this semester? Sure, my friendships changed. Sure, my grades are kind of shit. But can I really say that everything went wrong? Or did they just kind of change because that's what they should be doing? Of course, there's things I want to improve on. You know, it wasn't a perfect semester. And I did say earlier that I was going to set some goals, so here they are. My grades, yeah, they could be better. I'll go to class more often. I'll stay ahead of my work and make sure to balance my time between my classes. It'd be nice to finally be able to do a pull-up or bench 250. Hopefully I'll spend less money. Maybe I'll finally learn how to dress well. And you know, even crazier, I might post on YouTube consistently. But just because I have goals that I want to improve on, doesn't mean that I fucked up everything before. I mean, making this video kind of helped me realize that. Because for every mistake or failure I had twice as many successes and twice as many good memories. So instead of just focusing on what went wrong, I'm deciding to also focus on what went right. Because I think something really important is, while fixing the things that I didn't do as well, I make sure to keep doing the things that went well. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of it for my semester-long rant. Was it a reflection? I guess so. I had a fun time just remembering the things I did and actually kind of looking in detail of what my semester really looked like. So yeah, I'll check in after next semester, see where things stand. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.